Hey, Kristen LeBanway here with your Phoenix Real Estate Market Report. And listen, I'm going to try really hard to make this riveting and suspenseful and thrilling, but it's getting harder every month to do that. I'm not kidding. It really is. Why? Well, because our market is returning to what is every month looking more and more like a normal market. It's not just me. Even the news media has jumped on that bandwagon. Check out some of the articles they're running now. You know, the sensational headlines. You just don't see them anymore. Especially when you're talking about Arizona, which is leading the charge in the housing recovery. Why? Because our patented, non-judicial, clipboard foreclosures tend to clear out that foreclosure inventory pretty darn quick. One of the big things that's influencing our current inventory right now is not foreclosures. Foreclosures are pretty much becoming a non-issue in our market. Last month, 7% of our inventory and 12% of our sales. Why? Because they stay on the market for like 5 minutes. Anyway, 12% of the sales were foreclosures. Compare that to the peak in February of 2009 when 71% of the sales were foreclosures. Whoa! Whoa! Are you kidding me? Seriously, it was that bad back then. I know it's hard to remember, but it was. And now it's not. So the foreclosure side of things is really kind of diminishing. Short sales, about 30% of our inventory, roughly speaking. So they're still in there, but again, diminishing compared to even a few months ago. The big influence on our inventory right now is equity sales. We saw a big price increase at the beginning of the year, roughly about 25% across the board. And what that did was put some equity into a lot of sellers' pockets. And they started to think, you know, we've been waiting for a long time to sell our houses. Now's the time. So they're putting those homes on the market. Now, we didn't have any inventory in the summer. No one's going to argue with me there. It was really low, and it's still too low. There's still not enough houses to go around. So what we'll probably see for the next few months is just a normal sort of balance like we would typically see, where higher prices, where people are going to put their homes on the market. That might adjust the inventory up a little bit, so demand's not quite as high, and the pressure downward on the prices is going to reflect a higher inventory. So it's just going to kind of follow the natural law of supply and demand, which is great because that's the way it should be, right? Who wants to argue with the laws of economics? Not me. Not me. But those a lot wiser than me, looking at indicators right now, are suggesting that prices will probably tend to be on the upswing, but at a lot more gentle rate over the next few months. And inventory is still going to be a little bit low come next spring when everybody starts buying. So we're probably going to see still a seller's market next year. But you know what? I think it's time we consult the true expert. Is it going to be a seller's market next spring? As I see it, yes. So there you have it, straight from the magic 8-ball. One other thing that's going to help things kind of go back to normal is I think we're going to see a little less of the crazy investor activity. I mean, for Pete's sakes, they even have a cable show about it now. Now, we're still seeing a lot of cash sales, but it is a little bit down, 39% compared to about 42% in the last few months. But anecdotally speaking, I know it's getting harder for investors to pick up those flips, and so that's going to take out a whole section of investors who may be looking for opportunities in other states that are still in a recovery mode. So I think we're going to probably see a lot more of the honest, I know what I'm doing type investor activity versus the everyone and his brother thinks it's time to buy a foreclosure at Phoenix kind of real estate. That, my friends, is going to definitely make our real estate market look a lot more normal. I really think we need to start thinking of some other things to talk about because really, it's just getting boring and dull. Maybe I'll start a cooking show. Yeah, or fashion tips. Probably not. But anyways, if you have any questions or comments, you know where to find me. Kristen at hereinphoenix.com. That's where. I would love to hear from you. And make it a great day.